And welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns with Game 2 of this series. It's still Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 Tournament, Grand Finals, Advocate vs Butterlord. Still the same trackers, Randomizer and Triforce Explorer, but now we have Montgol and Alex.
Yep. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and we're here because this could be a decisive game. We don't know.
Yep.
Maybe we're gonna get some action tomorrow. Maybe we'll get the champion today. Only one way to find out, and it's watching this race between Advo and apparently Prak.
Yeah. Shout out to Praxity.
Yeah, something. Ah, boy, Butterlord, the man of many names. Margarine King, Butterlord, the Baron of Croc. I don't think that one actually exists, but I want it to exist.
I can't believe it's not Butterlord.
Yeah.
That's his.
And I can't believe there's only 15 seconds remaining before we start this because,
I know.
oh my god.
They're doing them pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
Almost no break in between.
Breaks are for not those guys, apparently.
Yep.
And we're off.
Hope to see if maybe fatigue will play a role in this race.
Oh, and we're starting on Great Fish, so we're probably gonna get hints. Calidemos, Dragon Roost Island leads to Calidemos. Windfall leads to Mulgara. Forbidden Woods leads to Jahala. Paw Print leads to Jahala 2. Bomb Island is foolish. Bird's Beak Rock is foolish. The Great Sea is foolish. That's always a nice one. Ice Ring is foolish. That kind of hurts. A small key
Maze
in the
is dead.
Foremaster. Oh, Maze is dead. That's good.
Ankles Vanilla.
Oh my god! Ankle Vanilla! What? Note to Mom, behind the 7 Armos and Wind Temple. The big key chest rewards the Tingle statue, so if you want to go for that, Vanilla, you need to go there. There's a chart 31 on Needle Rock, so that's dead. Small Island chest rewards the Golden Feather. Good things to know. And since we're here, there's probably going to be some peeking action to the chest.
Butter peeked it. I think it was spiky. Yeah, we're gonna
looks spiky to me, at least.
And for those viewers with astute eyes, we did start with power bracelets. You can see them on Advo's model a little bit better than you can see them on Butters. He's got like the silver gauntlets from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they do look a little bigger, you know.
Yeah.
And since we already know the fate of the small island, we don't even need to peek the small island
also,
today.
Butter's going for a swim.
Oh boy, already.
It's probably Outlet of Steel, but yeah, look away from his side of the screen if you're sensitive.
Yeah,
I realized that was a
please
bit late.
Please do. It's a bit late, but also it's a bit early to be swimming.
Yeah, I mean,
we never expected that fast, but apparently Butterlord is just gonna slip through the cracks with it.
I mean, this is one of the things Butter loves to do. He loves to go for these out of logic swims or go to places that you normally just wouldn't go to. So he tries to press the advantage from that. Like one of his other plays is usually going to swimming from Mother and Child into Forsaken Fortress. I know he won a couple quals because of that. So.
It's a fun play right now because there's some runners that would have just went to the island like with the boat. Sometimes it does happen because it is particularly easy to get into that island even if you don't have bombs.
Yep.
Oh, and a spiky chest on both sides with a wallet and a hammer.
Yep.
So a hammer is behind bombs. Interesting.
Good to keep in mind for sure.
And our dungeons for today, as mentioned earlier, are Forbidden Woods, Earth Temple, and Wind Temple.
Yeah, double temples. I think it'll be interesting to see how much overworld both runners end up clearing, or if one runner. I know Butter tends to favor the dungeon rushing. Could see some dungeon rushes. It all depends on the items, I guess.
Oh, and we have an advocate that's trying to go inside the house of the guy that's pretending to sleep, but he's actually not even there during the day. Casa del Meza with the spiky chest. It's a Picto Box.
That's pretty nice find.
Finding a Picto Box before going for your first dip on Windfall, always a good feeling, you know?
Yep. And right here, look at that. Butter's already going to Windfall. Now, whether he does hide and seek is to be determined. He's Butterlord after all.
Yeah,
but
that's, it is something that he doesn't like to do, apparently.
Maybe you're down 2-0. You're looking to take a couple gambles.
Maybe. And they're both gonna check the mail at the same time, holding hands through the purple rupee.
You did hide and seek last time. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, that's a not spiky chest in Grandma's house. I know a runner that would have opened it anyway. That's me. I'm the one.
I think there's about like a 50% chance you get rupees from a wooden chest. I think Advo did the math on it. I'll trust him, but he's got 50 rupees. You don't need that much more for a Season 5 seed.
We have our first Master Sword of the Seed for Butterlord, and meanwhile we have a really good roll clip from Advo to get in Javoon's cave, which is also empty. We do have some very cute custom models that have been made by members of the community. Really good work on pretty much all of them, honestly.
Yeah, if you can think of it, there's a custom model for it. There's so much capability when it comes to modding. So it's really cool.
I mean, I did say stuff like I want to play as the mailbox before it happened, and it happened. So
yeah,
you never know what will happen with the custom models. Also talking about not knowing what's gonna happen, we know what's gonna happen with Advo. We're gonna jump in the middle of the whirlpool here.
Yeah. And the game gets really confused, and it just throws us on Diamond Step.
Yeah.
First try, nicely done.
That's an interesting way of setting up the distance from Advo, just cruising all the way to where the sky starts to be dark.
I wonder if Advo will swim to Islet of Steel after this. I think he probably will.
There's a good chance, honestly.
Knowing his style of play, yeah.
And Tingle with the grapple. Is grapple part of the Tingle family? It does end with "ol," you know?
Maybe it's an honorary member.
Honorary member. Oh, it ends that's about old. So the family's all here. The family's all there.
Ankle, knuckle, tingle, bottle, grapple.
And David Jr.
Yep. Good old David Jr.
David Jr. is the one with the white clothes, by the way, for the uninitiated. And Knuckles is the one that you probably never saw because he was just hidden behind a quest that required you to have a link cable for your GBA. And Advil's now warping through the warp pod. There's a spiky chest on this side. Spiky chest on Butterlord's side too. Oh, arrows go for Advil. Oh, delivery bag. Not gonna complain about that.
That's a really good find.
Yeah, always good to have your mailbag before leaving Windfall because you get to take your town flower away.
Yep, go Zunari. And it also means if Advo puts off Windfall for a little while, hoping to find the delivery bag, could cost him depending on what other items. I don't think we found too much here that'll be speed the seed up too much, but it's always interesting to note for sure.
We did find something that goes in the delivery bag on Advo's side though, so pretty interesting. Yeah. And Advo is definitely about to swim, so if you're sensitive, please look away.
Yep, stare at Zunari's lovely face.
Oh, look at this Zunari, so lovely, so full of capitalism.
It's a coat. Parka, I think that's what it is called.
It is a parka, I'm pretty sure.
Do you really need a parka? It's like, I feel like Windfall would be like warm temperatures. I feel like.
I mean, to be fair to Zunari, it is pretty far up north in this world.
You have a point.
I bet Outset is like humid, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, would you look at that? We have a Advo that's about to go get more rupees. Not the worst plan. Not the worst plan.
Yeah, you get all the money you need now, so.
Yep.
You're set.
What if it's north on the southern hemisphere? Okay, Guard GX. You do have a point there, but that will be very confusing for a kids game.
Yeah.
Oh, Advo failing for a kids game.
Yeah.
Oh, Advo failing to void out on the logo there.
Yeah. It's a second try.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on Butter side, we're going to be able to full clear Paw Print, which is always nice. Like, this is early, 9 minutes. It's pretty early on, so it's always a good feeling.
That's super sweet. Those starting power bracelets there gonna make it very easy for that.
Yeah, putting in a lot of work for sure.
And the Forgotten Tingle Brother also helping for the scale the wall check.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have it, when you start with the power bracelets, it's always nice to go there because you can do a nice little trick to go peek that chest just in case you want to see if you have to come back later.
Yeah.
But even better when you can just full clear it.
Yep.
So command
That's
melody
probably our
was
Paw
up
Print
there.
to Gel Holopath, the command melody.
Yeah. Oh, the second picto box is here. Also, deck you leave on the Wind Shrine.
Wow. Baby seed so far.
Yeah, but you know what they say about baby seeds?
Yep.
Sometimes they just start growing up everywhere.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, Go Ship chart, and we're pretty close to one place where you can get it very fast.
Yeah, routing's gonna work out nicely for Butter.
Yeah, very nicely. So Advil's gonna make the chest fall, go get storage in this corner, open the chest, and use that storage to be able to peek through the island.
It's the power of CTMC, which is chest type matches contents. Basically, if it's in a spiky chest, we need it. Yep. We most of the time we'll need it to beat the game. If it's a wooden chest, you'll never need it to beat the game. So you can kind of do a few cool peeks.
It can happen that you have a few duplicates in our fun spiky chest, but the general rule of thumb, it's gonna be required.
Yep. Shoutouts to second bottle or second wallet.
Yeah, and shoutouts to the Pearl in this seed since we don't actually need to go in Tower of the Gods.
That is correct.
Yeah. Oh, talking about spiky, that's another spiky one. Butterlord about to open it. And it's the Pearl, as the prophecy foretold.
May or may not be useful.
Yeah, that one does give you access to a piece of mail. You never know when that's gonna be something cool. Because Comely's father sometimes has the goods.
Yep.
And Butter just warping away. Beat. I really thought he was gonna go for the ghost ship here, but...
Yeah, I think that would have been...
Oh no, Great Sea's dead. Great Sea's dead.
Oh, that is a good point. You know what? You're right. No need to worry about the Great Sea. The bow was in Diamond Step, so it's locked behind our hookshot, which is somewhere in the world.
Yeah. And it's not on Comely's father's mail. Oh, the boat is really far away now.
Yep. I have to re-enter and exit that.
Yeah, just enter it, exit it. Maybe get the best trade deal in the history of trade deals because that's 100 rupees for 20 rupees.
Yeah. What a steal.
Yep, it is a new race. They're doing 2 back-to-back today. And if Butterlord wins this one, we might get 2 back-to-back tomorrow too.
Yep.
Oh, having a bit of trouble with the storage spot here.
Yeah, the boat can sometimes be a jerk. It's really hard to grab the boat ledge if it's in its starting spot, so...
Yeah,
it's tricky.
That's why you sometimes see runners just go away from the boat, wait a few seconds, and just let it move a little.
Yeah, you stand usually past the mailbox, and that gets you far enough so where the beetle starts moving, so...
Look at that. It's time to climb the tree with the bulbs.
Yep.
The fastest thing in the universe.
Now, will we see bulb skip?
Oh boy. When I don't have leave, that one does make me a little nervous, you know?
it's really... It's a wider area than most people think. It's really not as bad. Yeah, but it definitely is nerve-wracking for sure. And if you miss that, you're going all the way down.
There's something about like the human brain that doesn't like thinking about not floor as floor, you know?
Yeah. To be fair, yeah. That's a good
valid
point.
Wasn't Tingle statue up there. And it looks like Butterlord is not gonna go for the nice collection of Tingle statues today.
Yep.
Not gonna go for the vanilla Tingle rupee. And Advo opening some mail, which we already saw. For chart 1, though.
It's the first chart.
It is.
First chart ever.
Oh, we're getting storage here, so that looks like some Lenzo door cancel action.
Yeah, I mean, with Pictobox, that pretty much mitigates the entire risk of doing Lenzo door cancel. Which normally, if you don't Picto, you can't take the picture, so you can't do Pompey and Vera without re-entering it with the Pictobox. So it's just free.
Yeah. And yes, the legend who rolled Vanilla Henkel is the same legend that rolled Vanilla Light Arrows last seed. Good job, iBots.
Yep.
You don't
Good
roll them
seeds.
often lately, but when you do, you roll them well.
And over on the other side, we're going to see him also do a hide and seek with door cancel. It speeds it up a considerable amount because you're able to just clip through some of the buildings that you'd have to normally roll around. So
yeah,
it's definitely a nice combo.
Literally, the only thing that's kind of hard about this is the fact that you can't really roll into the tree to get Ivan, but you just use that to go do your Lenzo door cancel, and then when you come out, your boxes are back to normal. It's great.
Yep.
Ah, Tot, keep dancing, my friend. Keep dancing. Day after day, night after night. He never stops. He doesn't have an idle animation, that's why. Oh, Butter saving Grandma. I love this. Love this.
Yeah. 15 minutes in, I'd say Butter wins this race. He just saved Grandma.
He did save. He did win the Grandma percent right now.
Yep.
And yep, it is time to spam your soup commands, spam your Grandma commands, both great commands. Which I can't believe someone actually made happen because I was the dumb person to say this stuff. Hey, look at that kid breaking his ankles. Great job.
Rip ankle.
Yep.
Oh, okay, interesting. Butter's gonna do it this way. I mean, that makes sense. You know what? You have Leaf. It's less hassle.
Yeah, if you have Leaf, it's a pretty great way of doing it, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially if that blue kid brings you like closer to that spot.
Hey, there's the shot. Everything's back in logic. That bow we found.
Where we're going, we don't need logic, but it's still nice.
It is nice.
Alright, time to take a picture. Oh, Lenzo, hello, Minenko.
Goodbye, Lenzo. Goodbye, Manenko.
We don't even talk to them.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad. Alright, Zaneri, you master of commerce. Give me the flower.
Do you think the town flower is like Hyrule's form of drugs, and we're just drug trafficking for him?
I mean, considering the dark lore, some other parts of the game, maybe. do not read up the lore on David Jr., please.
Wind Waker gameplay, smiley face. Wind Waker lore, big angry face.
Oh boy. You know those episodes of SpongeBob where it goes between the normal elimination and just the really, really well detailed stuff that's kind of freaky? That's
yeah.
that. Alright. Time to catch Ivan. Not even talking to Anton right there. That's the mark of a great runner. And oh my god, the kids are giving us a joy pendant.
Here, give this to Miss Marie. She'll like it. Except we're not going to give it to Miss Marie.
I mean, you could, but it won't have anything good.
No.
So Miss Marie giving us Maggie's letter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to roll our way to this mailbox, put it in it.
Yep.
Me1 Butterlord about to do damage, step out of the logic. All done. Perfect jump into the whirlpool.
Sorry about that, my mic was being a bit funky.
It does happen. And a nice little Wind Waker dive, well performed. Gotta make sure you don't swim out of the island. It's always an annoying one.
Yep, otherwise you have to soft reset and go jump in that octo again, because you can't get back up.
Oh,
It's very punishing.
It's very punishing, and if you're just learning how to do this island, one good trick I have to give you, you can save on top of the island. It takes a little bit of time, but it's a great way of practicing.
Yeah, it's a good backup.
If you don't feel your dives that day, great thing to do. Look at that! That's Master Sword. And the Hero's Bow has been found on Butterlord's side, so both of our runners kinda joining up in the middle right now.
Yeah, kind of seeing already stuff we've seen before, I think.
Yeah.
Really not too much. I don't know how much overworld left we have. It doesn't feel like there's that much left before we have to go into dungeons, so...
Where we might be getting close to the moment.
Hey, look at that. There's a dungeon, or an item that helps us with our dungeons.
Oh, we do like bombs. We do like bombs.
See Forbidden Woods playing maybe here from Advo. Got all the stuff you really need to clear it comfortably, even if it's out of logic. Although I guess we're going to see Paw Print next, most likely.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense on that one. And Butterlord now warping to the Tower of the Gods to go to Cabana. Yeah, all three pals, time to write .g. In this seed that doesn't require .g. I've done that in the past. Not very good for speed.
I would not recommend full clearing a non-race mode required dungeon.
There's a race on race time somewhere that has as a comment from me just full cleared Forsaken Fortress for reasons science can't explain.
Oh no.
And I think the first time it's been a while since race mode was added to the game, but one of the first races I've seen that used it, one of the runners, a guy called Chevy, actually did the RC completely out of logic and still win the race.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yep. Oh, Boomerang!
Hey, hello, Boomerang.
Not gonna complain about that.
Yeah, that'll speed up Forbidden Woods.
Yep,
now we know it's in logic, so it's nice to know.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that leaf for Butterlord, but he should go to the place soon enough.
Yeah, and that means that our DRI, Path to Cali, he's probably going to make a break for it, because you can get full clear DRI.
Oh, man.
And you know it's the leaf now, or something that leads to the leaf, so really no reason to prolong it for too long.
Yeah. And the loose pick the box has been found. We still haven't seen what Minenko has to offer. So, hello, Mr. Dorman. I am now the sole proprietor of this island. Please let me in. The ghost ship chart that made us very excited about routing in a seed where the sea is dead.
Yep.
Fun fact, if you really are looking for money in one of these seeds, the pots on top of the chimney there do give a lot of them.
Yep. I believe boots were from Grandma Mail.
I think you might be right, yep.
So saving Grandma is hard required.
It's a good item. It's a good item. Cyclos is also a great seed check. The Salvage Corp also is one. And there's another one. It's the
Beetle.
The
Beetle 20
from Beetle, yeah.
Yep. Which today is Beetle 100.
Yeah, Beetle 100. Oh yeah, it is required in my heart. But sadly the rule books is not my heart.
Beetle 80, yeah. Okay. Technicalities.
Look
Is
at
only 80.
Randomize with the map degree.
Yeah.
We love him. Shoutouts to both of our trackers for today, Randomite and Triforce Explorer, doing the great job of tracking items so we don't have to remember anything.
Exactly. Brain empty, me see something on screen, me say.
Oh boy. Do we have bombs on Butter's side? We don't. Thanks to the
Nope.
trackers, I know this.
Exactly.
And Advil's just gonna fly all the way to the dungeon from here. Not a bad plan when you're already there.
Yeah. I mean, you're able to peek it with the telescope. That's the power of, I guess, well, it's not really CTMC. It's the power of peeking with the telescope. It's the power of the telescope. The telescope is the most broken item in Wind Waker Randomizer.
It's pretty good. Honestly, if we didn't start with it, there will be a lot less peeking.
For sure, yeah. And it looks like we are going to see Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
Probably going to see it from Butter, not shortly afterwards. It's a very check-dense, very fast dungeon to clear, so...
Yeah, it's one of those places that's... even if you have to full clear it, it's not going to be that long.
Yeah.
And you might find everything you need for the rest of the dungeons in there. You never know.
Yep. Definitely, of our 3 dungeons, it's the fastest by sure, or by far.
Oh yeah, on this seed, that is for sure. Sometimes you do get a nice little Forsaken Fortress. That's in these settings with the compass and the maps already in your inventory. It's very check dense for how little it is. The RC is also quite good, honestly, if you have everything to do it backwards.
Yeah. And look at that. Spiky chest. Value Woods.
Oh boy, it's starting. Taking the time to take the spiky thing off the wall before.
Hey, it's Beto Bag.
Good old bait bag. Does that mean that Big Pig would have something for us?
Who knows? Forbidden Woods path to ET, yeah.
Oh, you never know when the pig is gonna have the goods.
Yeah.
Let's grab for Advo. Meanwhile, Butter is back on Great Fish. Gonna go check that spiky chest that we saw earlier. Probably trade some flowers. Advo doing the backflip leaf thing to get in the ball as soon as possible. It's an empty
second bottle. Let's go. So Bombs was on Cafe Bar Postman. Hookshot was, I want to say, Lenzo's house. That's right.
Lenzo left. Nice windfall locations. Having some goods, honestly, today.
Yeah.
Right, climbing up all the way up that wall so we can make sure that we make it up on the flower here. The only thing I miss because of this strategy that's absolutely amazing, by the way. Back in the days, we would bounce the ball of hair on the platforms that go up and down. We would just work the angles. Was pretty good. I still do it once in a while, just for old time's sakes. But that strategy is absolutely amazing. You can even take it all the way here.
Yep.
Without having to cancel your storage if there's nothing on the room before that.
Hey, Marlon's letter.
Oh, more mail.
So, yeah,
that was close for the water on Butter's side, but we made it.
A little sketchy. But we are going to be following Advo's footsteps here in Forbidden Woods. Only really missing the bombs to speed it up further, so may have to look for a key, although there's plenty of places to take storage and chest storage from, so
yeah, it might happen. Fine. But we also have boomerangs, so it kind of evens out, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Boomerang is absolutely amazing. I should say hacks on this one. Oh boy. And we're going down here.
Yeah. So we know Advo stored the big key in the chest in the tree trunk. Because he stored a key chest and he doesn't have a small key currently. So he's got the big key. So unfortunately for Butter, this is the small key. But he's still going to end up storing the big key anyways. So
yeah, it's all going to work out in the end.
Yep.
It's one of those things that Butter is doing because he doesn't have the bombs, as we mentioned.
Exactly, yeah.
Talking about bombs, Advo pulling them out before opening some doors, so his character doesn't turn around and lose like 1 second, I think.
Yep, it saved 1 second.
Hey, some cheese!
Oh, rip.
Oh, and we fell down in the water.
Yeah. And pulling a bomb there also starts the fuse, so you can throw it at the wood down here and break it. So it's a dual purpose thing. I mean, there's no vines or like bars that slam over that door, but it still saves time. Hey, look, more spiky chests.
Spiky stuff.
Who would have thought? Spiky chests in Forbidden Woods.
It's been called Value Wood since season 1
has.
For a reason.
It is consistently loaded with items. You need very few items to get in, and as a result, the randomizer loves to place items in here.
It's also one of the dungeons that we, I'd like to say metagame the artist. Like, there's so many strategies to dodge so many items in there.
Yeah.
Sure, some of them make it longer. Sure, having a boomerang is very optimal, but there's always a way if there's a will inside the Forbidden Woods. I mean, it also applies to Forsaken Fortress. If there's a will, there's a way. I've seen all of you guys clip in without having your bombs. I've seen it.
Yep. There's quite a few ways. The Wind Waker dive. You can just let the cannons blow it up too.
Yeah.
Plenty of ways to get in.
Yeah,
Super
plenty
smart.
of ways. You don't even really need an item to fly if you just are looking for the items. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Fortune Eagle statue in Forbidden Woods.
That's the wrong yellow item.
Yeah, it's the wrong yellow item, but it's in the right dungeon.
Hey, there's the right yellow item.
Oh.
3 pieces of cheese and an honorary piece of cheese.
Yep, a 3-piece of cheese in this dungeon. And we still haven't had the one that's on the boss too.
Exactly. So. And there's a spiky chest here. I mean, look at this. Oh my god.
The Mort Pit is spiky
chests.
It's fire and ice arrows. Woo!
So, I mean, I don't want to say it, but like, we've got a lot of items. This is looking kind of baby.
Maybe a little, maybe a little.
It's time for the seed to start throwing some curveballs and put something in Wind Temple kill all baby.
That baby has to start throwing out real soon, or this is gonna be a little boring, you know?
Yep.
But we're here for it anyway. Oh, nice bolt bomb, pull of the bomb. I was about to say bomb of the pole, which is not right. Bomb the pole. And
Sheesh.
it's spiky. What?
At this point, just don't even bother running to the door. Might as well assume it's just spiky. Dang.
All right, and it's a master sword.
Required items.
At this point, it's not even value woods. It's just like items woods. Just go there woods. Whatever you want.
Everything you need woods.
Oh boy.
Grab that bottle. Probably gonna go save Grandma.
There's a good chance.
I
honestly.
would hope so. I mean,
especially since we got that nice little bait bag to follow on.
Yeah. Do 2 bait bag related checks on outset. I mean, they're really the only 2 bait bag related checks that we need this seed. I guess there's Needle Rock. No, Needle Rock chest is dead. It's the cave that's not dead, right?
Yeah, the cave is not dead. Exactly. And
Also,
considering that we have the fire and ice arrows now, the belt bag is not that useful anymore. Also, nicely done.
Yeah.
With
blink and you miss it.
Yeah, taking off the all the vines with the bow there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Advo was picking up his arrows again. Wanted to make sure he had enough for this. Doing it with bombs is totally doable, but it can be a little longer if you.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not you hit them.
You can also do mixed tactics. If you try your arrows, maybe don't kill Calimos on the first cycle. Then you pull out your bombs.
I think we found 4 shards, 1 bow, 1 sword, and a useless tingle statue in Forbidden
and
Woods.
bait bag. And bait bag.
And bait bag.
Pretty stacked.
Yeah. Definitely an understatement there.
Look at that Piet.
And Moblin's
there.
Lair.
And Moblin's Lair, that is for sure. Oh my god. And our custom could have something. Alright. Orca, what do you have for us?
Okay.
Orca, my friend. What the hell?
At this point, it's looking like we're going to be able to go mode both of the other dungeons at this rate. Like, dang.
But didn't want us to have a very long stream today, apparently.
Yeah, guess not.
Yeah, there's things to do and places to be, apparently. Ah, Tuba. That's a nice emote. Love it. It might be the case. So nothing on top of the angular highland here?
Yep. Hopefully nothing inside. It looked... Not sure. It looked spiky.
I'm not sure, honestly.
He hasn't marked it off on his tracker yet. I'm going to assume it's spiky, so...
It is not marked off on the tracker, which is a good indication of spikiness. Talking is about spikiness.
Yeah.
Butter is setting up for it.
Already playing the metagame here, knowing the Forbidden Woods has been loaded, so might as well just stand in front of the chest.
Look at that Master Sword. Woo!
Since since Adro's got hookshot, he's also going to be able to do the cool hookshot strat, although he didn't set the wind the correct direction, so... You have to change that real fast.
Unless he knows something that we don't.
Yeah.
Imagine pulling
Maybe
out, oh my god, Butterlord is doing the thing.
Oh, the fire...
Work out, no. I had to unmute real quick to be sure. Yeah. But the boomerang pull is usually a good indication that it didn't work out. But the boomerang is going quite well, so it's gonna be the end for Kalidimos.
Yep. Rip. Okay, set in the wind this time.
Yep. Nicely done. So you hookshot the top of that boat, and you use your leaf to make it to the top of this island here. And then you make sure you don't walk off the edge here.
Yeah, it could be finicky, for sure.
Pull out your hookshot and hookshot to the chest.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Second bottle, get pranked.
Yep.
Seed really wants you to go save Grandma.
The Seed is like, okay, you have 2 reasons to go, please. Please.
You skipped it last, Seed. I'll give you a second bottle. Telling you, please go save your grandma.
So you know what would be funny as a go mode? We still don't have a shield.
That would be a funny go mode.
I love when it happens. Because we only really need one, even if in your heads you might think we need 2, but the game doesn't actually check if your shield is a mirror shield or not for reflecting the light arrow at the final fight.
You know what? Funnily enough, I have seen a second shield in Hyrule.
Oh,
it was a race between me, Advo, and Butter. And our first shield was, I think, in Wind Temple, and the second shield was in Hyrule, so I forfeited thinking, oh, I just full cleared an empty Wind Temple.
Oh, Advo just said a little problem here. Sometimes when you walk towards the ice while it's melting too fast, it will make you jump above the hole and all the way there.
That's always a bad feeling.
And we're now shooting some arrows at torches. And we're about to maybe play golf on Butterlord's side.
Probably skip golf if I know these runners.
Always makes me a little sad.
Yeah, this is like the actions of a person who skips golf.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
Shield is here. The mango mode is dead.
Yeah. I mean, we still need Mirror Shield. Maybe Mirror Shield leading to a spiky chest could be technically go mode.
Yeah, it could be something. It could be something.
Dream isn't dead yet.
Brother, that's not how you play golf.
He has the leaf anyways. Chooses to skip it like a Giga Chad.
And let's go. He played golf on the last one, at least.
Yeah, kind of forced to, unfortunately. All for nothing.
And we're storing it, apparently.
Probably going to do a swim since it's dead. Probably just going to swim over to Needle Rock. So look away from this side of the screen if you're photosensitive.
Yep. Please don't become one with the bacon. Don't grill. And Anvil's gonna go visit our friend the Dorman now. The PGA Tour doesn't have many good players on here. Even I kind of cheat according to their rules because I like to bring an extra seed to the last hole and go for the double.
I mean, technically, Butter should be winning because he only scored 1 point. He skipped the first 2 holes, so he's got like a 0 for those. It's
yeah, but if you walk without doing the holes, I think there's disqualification.
You know what? All right, you're right.
I mean, I am not a golf scientist, but
Do we have any golf scientists in the chat?
all I know about golf is
deny.
really, really good at putting me to sleep.
True. Which is why I skip it in Wind Waker sometimes.
Oh, and time to be
the rats.
Good old rats. just being in the way.
Doing rat things, scurrying up the wall, messing up your L targeting, stealing your money.
Drop kicking you like they were raised by Master Splinter is great. It's good to know that apparently you had the rules right.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Birth Peak Rock being dead activates pop time. I love it.
Yep. Also, we're gonna turn your eyes away from Butter side of the screen. We're seeing Fire Mountain.
Yeah, you can look at it.
You can look at it if you want, I suppose. It's not very exciting.
Imagine if it's like our go mode item. That would be great.
Sure.
Funny thing about Fire Mountain is a few seasons ago, like it was like a badge of honor to be able to climb up to the top of it before 420, and now most runners do it.
Yeah. I guess the strats have evolved.
Yeah, we got better at it, at least, that's for sure.
Hey, simultaneous Fire Mountain.
Oh man.
Twice the cringe.
It's fine. When a Fire Mountain ends, another begins.
Yep. If you're emotionally scarred from clearing Fire Mountain and having it have nothing, please look away.
And it's spiky!
Yeah.
Oh yes! Oh yes!
Classic Fire Mountain.
Yeah, it's just debate. We love it.
We do a little bit of tomfoolery.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of something. It leads to vanilla stuff, which is great.
Yeah, we're gonna get that Rainbow Rupee. Totally. Both runners totally didn't leave the Tingle statue in the Forbidden Woods basement.
Alright. And we're gonna take care of the MacTails here.
Meanwhile, on Butterside, we're gonna be seeing pretty much, I think, once he gets Maggie's letter on Windfall, we're seeing a full clear of Windfall here because he's got everything he wants.
Yeah,
So.
the only thing that's gonna be missing is the postman.
Yeah, which she's gonna find the letter here, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
I believe it was Pompey and Vera?
And he did shoot down the my god, the lighthouse from the boat as usual. Miss Mary and Maggie. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Makes sense.
But Butter does love going for that shot, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, he's consistent at it. Why not?
Why not? It's perfectly fair, honestly. You know, I know I like to keep it for while I'm waiting for Mila, if it's possible.
Yeah.
And Anvo is making the best trade deal of his life.
Yep. Look at that. From rags to riches.
Yep.
Nobody tell Beetle what he just sold was worth 5 times as much as what he just bought it for.
Yeah, it was just all. It's a weird rupee. It's orange. Nobody really
must have
likes
thought it was
them.
a yellow rupee. The scammer becomes a scammed.
I mean, it is kind of reminiscent of something that does happen in Canada. The $100 bills before the ones that we use right now were way easy to fake, so lots of stores didn't actually take them.
Oh no.
So maybe we bought a fake rupee. You never know. A rupor, maybe.
If only.
Hey, Grandma. Welcome back.
Feels okay.
Thank you, Grandma, for the elixir soup.
Hello, Creeb. What junk are you gonna give us today?
Yeah, some wild storage spots today.
Treasure chart 22.
The fun thing about that wild storage spot is it used to be the storage spot for a my god, a Lenzo Dork, not cancel, but teleport that we used to do back in the days. It was the spot because we didn't figure out other spots yet. Oh boy, that was dangerous for Advo.
Yeah, if that pig hits you on 3 hearts, you're dead because it does 3 hearts with the damage. I think it's more damage than anything in the game, which is funny.
It's the thing that does the most damage in the game. The final boss, Ganondorf, he's a chump compared to the pig.
Yeah.
Oakshot has been found, and Logic has also been found, and the pig is a Master Sword. So Forbidden Woods add even more shit.
Yeah, and that wasn't even our path item.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find something else that's required from Forbidden Woods.
Oh my god. Only shards to go right now.
It's wild to think about.
Yeah, and the wildest thing about shards is you never know where they're gonna be. They could be pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get our irons from Grandma Mail pretty soon.
We know where the irons are, at least. Yeah. All right. Where are we gonna find those pieces of the Triforce? We know that 2 of them are the bosses, so we're only looking for 2 more. Right, Pompey and Vera.
Wait a minute.
Roots.
Did Advo start hide or not Advo? Did Butter start hide and seek?
Good question. I don't think so.
He's gonna have to do hide and seek to get those bombs. Well, you know what? He just might be able to get away without bombs.
Yeah, there's a chance, honestly. Wouldn't be the fastest thing ever, but...
Oh, he didn't do hide and seek. Okay. I respect this 100%.
Yeah.
If he's able to pull it off without finishing the seed without bombs, that'll be rough, but doable. And yeah, he's going in.
Bombless Wind Temple is happening. Oh boy. Honestly, not the worst dungeon to do without bombs.
Yeah. There's a few storage
spots. The
spots.
spike room is going to be a little annoying, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, the best bombless strat is you just break all of the floors.
You can do a
you go
backflip
through
with
the
the
last
lead.
one, get caught, come back. It works.
Yeah.
And then you just break through the second top from the left. That one doesn't activate any monsters.
Yep.
Bomb Lizard Temple though, little more. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's completely doable. It's just very slow.
So interesting to note, we didn't actually get any items in the overworld from like Bait Bag or Moblin's Letter that actually lead to Jalhalla, which kind of tells us that it's that bow in Forbidden Woods that is path to Jalhalla.
It might be
Which means
one.
that we've got something on left side. Either key, maybe mirror shield, most likely a key. But it's just good to keep in mind. I don't think we checked Headstone. It could be on Headstone. That's a good point.
Yeah. I don't think we peeked it.
Yeah.
I do not.
There's no real reason to go over there with the Great Sea dead. So.
Hello,
I think
creep.
you definitely want to wait until you have Mirror Shield most times to go to Headstone. So that way you can route an Earth Temple with it. But since you've got all for not Forbidden Woods, Wind Temple open, might as well go do it.
And so Advo activated the windmill, not the windmill, but the lighthouse while waiting for Mila. Then went to get door teleports set up. Those runners do a lot of stuff in very little time.
Mila just takes forever. So the more stuff you can route in during Mila, the more time you can save.
I know back in the days, like even before we figured out the strats to do Cliff Plateau early, the main thing that we did while waiting for Mila at the beginning of the seed was just farming rupees because we didn't have better spots.
Yeah.
So even back then, we were trying to maximize things. Then we got the Lenzo door teleports that started to be very popular of a thing to do while waiting if you already had the Picto box. That was also fun. Basically, it's exactly the same thing as you just seen on Advo's side, but instead of teleporting to the House of Wealth, we set it up to teleport to Lenzo's stop door while waiting. Orange rupee has been acquired, so it is really a rags to riches tale right now. Advo is gonna modify the time of day.
Yep. I'm not sure how much difference the bombs are going to make in Forbidden Woods. This is not Forbidden Woods. We've already cleared Forbidden Woods. This is Wind Temple. I'm not sure how much of a difference the bombs are going to make. It's going to speed up a few things, but there's storage spots and there's ways to get around having the bombs. So interested to see how this will turn out because I'm pretty sure Advo's going to follow Butter here into Wind Temple.
Yeah, and to answer your question, Kit Kat, the boots were on Grandma's mail.
Yep. Well, yeah, if he reads the mail here, which he should.
Probably gonna happen soon.
No, the mail isn't dancing.
It's not dancing though. It's not dancing. But it will dance soon.
Dance, mailbox. Dance.
For our amusement. It only wants to dance at night. It's kind of like me.
When are we adding mailbox jam as an emote?
That would be pretty good.
Got cat jam. Where's mail jam?
Look at those iron boots. Oh boy.
Shout out to the
right
fancy
next to
strats.
the place to use them.
Oh, okay. Well, he had fancy strats for this room, but then messed up the perfect backflip. Perfect turn.
Alright, so we're just gonna go through the floor. There's actually a way of not falling down if you just get the perfect moment to press B and swing your sword, but yeah, not very reliable.
Yeah, it's usually why you prefer bombs when you go to Wind Temple.
Yeah.
So I guess this is one place that Advo's going to be able to save a little bit of time. Butter has to re-enter the room. Although he could skip the key and just gamble it. It could be something.
There's anything on the top chest there. And 7 Ormos. Wasn't that hinted? It's been so long since the start. I don't remember. It's note
7
to
Armos
mom.
was note to mom. Yeah.
No, okay. It's note to mom, so we do need it.
May or may not be useful.
It might not be useful, but it's peace of mind to get it.
That is true.
Good old spiky chest. They are our one friend in these kind of seeds. Planting some trees. As a tree. It's great.
Okay, looks like we're going to be doing this somewhat vanilla, question mark? Okay, this is a little awkward because Butter's opened the grate. So if he wants to get that big key chest, he's going to have to take Makar around the long way.
Alright. We're back.
Let's see if we can...
we're doing the backflip strat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't been able to get this one, but okay, he just made it look easy, so...
Yeah, very good player.
Yeah, #1 runner.
It is to be expected in grand finals of a tournament, but
yeah, that's a good point.
It's still noteworthy, honestly, because they're both extremely good players.
Yeah.
Very consistent, able to pull off strats while making them look easy. Most of what they're doing is not easy at all, by the way.
Yep. Also, Butter is going to have to go and get that small key from... There's a small key on big key chest at this point, and there's a small key on chest and left alcove, so he's gonna have to go up there. Which will be a little annoying, but doable because you can't have a key in this room because it's locked behind 2 keys in case you mess up and use a key in the wrong spot.
All right. Time to see the Fruit Loops mascot.
Yep.
It's Duke and Sam as a mage.
Yep.
He's been playing D&D and he's way too into it. And we also have our own kind of magic, which is called one-shotting enemies. Because
yeah, unfortunately, Toucan Sam doesn't really hold up to the light arrows.
Nope, he sure doesn't. The Fruit Loops can't protect you from everything. Especially not diabetes, because, oh my god, there's a lot of sugar in those cereals.
Yeah, there is.
Can't believe that's considered a breakfast. Yeah, entering that room without using a small key is always a fun strat, honestly.
I forgot about Cyclone's room. Cyclone's room could have a key as well, I suppose. And here is a key. So.
Oh my god, it is a key. Sweet.
Part of a healthy breakfast. What they don't mention is that the other part is the healthy part. So.
The LT breakfast. A nice bowl of oatmeal and sadness.
Yep.
My favorite. Oh, nicely done for the bomb drop storage there.
Yeah, I think he was struggling a little bit last game, although there were a couple of tricky spots, like the big key chest and Taji, that you don't usually do it on. But yeah, first try there is very clean.
Very well done. And since we still have the storage, we get to see if it's anything. It's a key. We get to hookshot to that key since we know that there was nothing in the chest that we used to store.
Yep.
It's always nice that to get storage from a non-spiky chest there. If you do get it from a spiky chest, it's not the end of the world. There's a way to void out in that room and get the contents.
Yep. It's one of those things where CTMC just saves a little bit of time. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Unless you end up deleting the hero's charm, then you'll be sad. But you won't know it, so I guess you won't be sad.
Yeah, you will only be sad when someone tells you about it.
Yeah. So Butter sleuthing out the big key chest and the chest and mini cyclones both had to be keys. Chose to go for the faster of the two, which is the mini cyclones room, to get his small key.
Yeah, very well done. And also, we're still looking for those 2 shards.
Yeah.
Still haven't found anything in this dungeon.
I mean, fingers crossed for kill all enemies. It's old reliable at this point.
Yeah.
Always seems to have something.
Good old kill all enemies. That room still gives me PTSD because some of you haven't been playing for long enough, but it used to be a lot harder to make sure that you killed all the enemies.
Didn't like the Stalfos used to crash if you used light arrows on them as well?
Yep.
I don't know how long that bug was around.
That bug would happen in the vanilla game, but
okay.
To make sure that it didn't happen in Rando, Lago actually made it so Stalfos couldn't be killed with light arrows for a while, just in case. Yeah. So Stalfos were the one enemy that you couldn't defeat with them.
Wow.
For many versions of the Rando. And then he found a fix, so now we can kill them.
Yep.
He fixed the bug that Nintendo couldn't fix. Like, let me tell you how Nintendo fixed that bug. They made sure that there was no Stalfos after you got light arrows. That's it.
Yep.
Super fixed. Super fixed. Oh my god.
Not spiky today. It was looking like Wind Temple's a little empty, except for that note to Mom, which to be determined.
Yep. It might be it might be something. It might be something. Honestly, the thing that would make the most sense is if it somehow leads to the mirror shield, because entering Earth Temple without a mirror shield would be a little weird. But
yeah,
it could
that'd
happen.
Be pretty rough.
It could happen though. It could happen. So, funnily enough, they're not even, but they're kind of close at the end of this dungeon.
Yeah. I think skipping the bombs hasn't really lost Butter too much time. It's lost him some time for sure, but it hasn't lost him a significant amount of time.
Yeah, well done, honestly.
Yeah.
Very well executed for a dungeon without bombs.
For sure.
Right, time for Toucan Sim Part 2, and more importantly, it's time for Mulgara, so get your Gap Jam readies. Or your rare parents, or whatever emotes you want to use to dance.
Your dancing, vibing emotes.
I do like the rare parents.
Rare parrot is a good one.
Endangered dance. And we grab the tongue first. It's now going to be time to set up for some snipes.
Oh, do we not actually have audio on Butter right now? Unlucky.
Yeah, just pretend that.
Just take our word for it that we can hear his. Okay, there we go. There's the cat jam music.
There you go.
Gets one snipe. Oh.
Yeah, the tracker is definitely jamming with us. The Mulgara is just flashing.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Oh boy, it's not gonna be lots of time to snipe, and he gets it anyway!
Yeah, that was a close
Well
one.
done! Very well done by Butter. There was not a lot of time to actually aim there, and he still did it.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, it's a shard. The only thing we kind of found in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Not that much.
It's a little depressing.
Surely that means Earth Temple has something, right?
Oh,
surely Earth Temple won't be Unhinted Baron as well.
One of the Bokoblins didn't die properly, apparently.
Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. You have to reload the room.
See, that room used to be even more annoying with the unkillable Stalfos, and the sometimes morts that wouldn't despawn if they were under the floor. Not even kidding about that one, by the way.
Wow, that is interesting. How did anybody ever figure out that there were morths underneath the floor?
Basically, sometimes they spawn there because the Wizard makes them spawn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you couldn't like kill them under the floor, but the fix was made by Lego later on. That if they're under the floor, they just disappear, or you can just like walk in and out the room to make sure that they despawn. I'm glad you love the Wind Waker Randomizer story. I've been there for too long. Gotta share the stories.
Mongol wrote the books. He was there when it happened.
Back in my days, there's lava in front of the RC used to go hard once you got the Innspearl. Yeah, go to sleep, Grandpa.
Okay, Grandpa, take your meds.
Not even a joke. It used to be a thing.
Wow.
It was fixed at some point. I use quotation marks on fixed. I'm kind of sad about it. And yeah, it's Cat Jam 2!
Yeah, Cat Jam 1 was so good, we had a second one.
And while we're cat jamming, we're gonna be pig throwing at the same time.
So Butter saved Grandma first. He's also doing the pig eat, so I personally give this one to Butter.
Yeah.
Advo chose to slash the pig. It was very much frowned upon.
Oh, and Mulgara's also dancing on that side. Let's go. Oh, and we're gonna take some time to kill some of the babies there. They do get very annoying after a while. Butterlord getting the final sword.
Also looks like he's gonna swim to Headstone, if I had to guess.
That does look swimmy. It does look swimmy.
Yeah. Look away from his side of the screen if you are those sensitive.
Yeah, and then we'll try to go for the extra snipe, as I like to call it. Didn't quite work out. It's a very, very tricky trick. You don't really have a setup for it, so you just kind of go with your heart and hope for the best.
Yep, you gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I remember a part of the tournament where I got it like 3 times in under 2 weeks, and I was like, my god, have I found a setup? And then never got it again.
It works until it doesn't.
Yep, it's one of those. It's one of those. And Butter, as I made it to Headstone, is gonna put a pear on his head and fly the bird.
There's a shield. So, I guess, you know what? I guess Bait Bag was path to Jalhalla for potentially the fire and ice arrows, as well as 2 shields.
Oh boy.
So
we don't really know what path it is right now.
Yeah. It's definitely a speed up Earth Temple, so it's kind of nice. It's definitely nice. But I don't think Butter hasn't peaked Angular, so I wonder if Advo gets the spiky, or gets the shield and just goes for that spiky chest.
Could be a thing,
and that
honestly.
could make a difference. I guess it depends on whether it's a tingle statue or not.
Didn't we see the Note to Mom stuff too?
Note to Mom? I don't think it had anything. Pretty sure Butter mailed it off in past time.
Oh, nicely grabbed for that ledge.
Yeah, this is way tougher than Butter made it look. Like, those leaf pumps are very tight.
Very, very... Oh my god, he even got the jump on the skull there.
Swag. Let's go.
Very well done by Butter. Like we said, we have 2 fantastic players today, Advocate and Butterlord. They made it to Grand Finals. No matter who wins those Grand Finals, they're both amazing players, so it's a treat to watch them play.
Yep.
Like, there's so many good players in this community now. It's amazing. Right. Butterlord is just gonna not even activate that chest, since it doesn't really need it.
Yep.
Okay,
It'd be a little hard to see the chests that are transparent. with CTMC, but it's not too bad. You can walk up to them pretty close most of the time and see them just fine like that.
Yeah, there's a little difference in texture. Basically, it's the brown chests have like ornaments more on the side, and the blue ones have one in the middle.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
look for the
plate.
mustache, as I call it.
Can be really hard from afar, but if you get up close, usually you can find out. Well done, even got the side hop while the cutscene was happening. Eyebrows and a goatee. Oh boy. Yeah, small key. You see what you see. It's like looking at clouds. Everyone sees what they want to see. And if it works out for you, as of weight, you should do it. Alright, Medley. See you later. Advo getting the shield? Are we going in the dungeon? Or are we going elsewhere? We're going in the dungeon. Oh, this could still be going pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
And it looks like Butter's back in this room. Probably gonna go for left side first. I've seen a lot of players do left side first now. It's fun because it's kind of like a cycle. People just metagaming each other's until strats just switch around about left side.
Yep. I know this runner goes for left side, so I'll go basement first. Yeah. Vice versa.
There's a lot of that.
Especially when you're in game looking for like one item.
Yeah, and you know it's really interesting to see. I think personally.
Yep.
So is Anvil gonna go for last side too? Is Butterlord gonna find go mode? Is Anvil gonna find go mode? Who knows? Pretty exciting stuff in this dungeon. Oh, and Butter lining up shots to get double kills.
Oh, nothing there.
Oops. The golden feather though.
Yep.
Osket's girlfriend is gonna be quite glad with that.
Makes it slightly annoying because now you have to leap pump over that, but
yeah, getting out is the easiest thing. But for our runners today, easy.
Yep, not a problem.
All right, time for the crypt here. Just jump on the top of the casket there, jump away, see what happens. Bring it back with the boomerang if you need to.
Yep.
It can also be done with yeah, you could do it with the hookshot. Not as fun though, because you need to kind of like walk right while doing it, so it actually comes up.
Yep.
All right, time for the 3-block room.
Did Butter do our temple mini boss? I don't think he did. Did he?
No,
I don't think it was hinted either.
No, he did not. But let's look at the end just to make sure.
So it might be another one of the gambles. He's trying to take a few gambles.
And he wants to save that small key.
That too. I mean, he got the chest, which made me think that he was going to go do the... Okay, he might be doing mini boss still. Because he
might come back, honestly.
Yeah. He destroyed the statue, which makes me think he's going to clip in.
He's reopening the doors right now, so he might be going back, honestly.
Yeah.
Advil's gonna store this chest instead. Very interesting stuff. They're not routing exactly the same in this dungeon, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
And going with the trouble with that storage spot right now, but he's gonna get it eventually.
He's a little late on most of these. Early that time.
Yeah, sometimes you just overcorrect. Yeah. It's something we all do, pretty much.
There we go.
Yeah, well done. And meanwhile, Butter is just leaf pumping.
Wow. That was impressive. That strat is also insanely hard, by the way. Just want to mention that.
Yeah, one leaf bump, one missed leaf bump, and you don't really make it.
Yep.
I can't believe he's able to peek like that.
Yeah, there's nothing in there, unfortunately, but
He's very fast at peeking.
yeah. All right, what will Advo do? Advo's going straight for
The basements.
the typical, yeah, go mode / basement first. So I think Advo might have pulled ahead here.
Yeah, he might have pulled the lead right now, but it will completely depend on if he goes for left side before.
If there's something on Beto Mail, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
That could make a difference.
So stay tuned, everyone, because this is getting really interesting right now.
Yep. One
Same
decision.
dungeon, not very far away from each other, but one decision could change it up.
There's Angular. Angular and Beto Mail is the only thing left in the overworld for both runners, because Angular inside was spiky, Advo peaked it, Butter didn't. So.
Advo losing storage here on purpose, though. So.
Wants that key. I assume he's not gonna save quit out of Jahala. Doesn't want to delete the key. It'll just make things a bit nicer. I don't know.
Not the worst idea in the world. Another small key here.
Wait a minute.
As foretold by the ancient text.
So we stored the big key.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah, because kill all floor masters is a key. Unless it's into floor masters, but I'm pretty sure it's kill all enemy. Kill all floor masters, that can be hinted. So. Fortunately, we need to get the chests to spawn in so we can get chest storage, so. Still end up having to kill all of them.
It's fine. It went really fast because one slash and one jump slash is probably the best technique for this room with the soup.
Yeah. And if Butter figures it out, he's going to be able to skip this room entirely, which may put him back in the lead again. I think he has figured it out, so he's actually going to be slightly ahead.
Wow.
I mean, that's the power of doing left side first, is sometimes you're able to skip this room. Of course, he does have to do it somewhat vanilla now, so maybe it puts him behind again.
Yeah,
it's really hard to say.
It's pretty interesting right now. Putting Medley in the room, going back.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say Advo's ahead again.
Yeah, extremely close right now, everyone. We are getting our money's worth, even if we didn't pay.
I didn't pay for my seat, don't you worry.
It's a pretty good roller coaster right now. Randomizer, you're alright about that. Do we know all the cheese location? We do not, and that's why this is so interesting.
Yep.
We're still missing 2, and we won't know who's ahead until we find them.
Exactly.
Oh, Butter's trying for that strat here. It's a cute little strat. Basically, your shield is on your back, but it still reflects light while you're flying, and you can direct that light towards the statue in the next room. It's a great one.
Skip hammer to use Medley. I mean, there's already a skip for using command melody on Medley, but it still saves time if you're able to get it pretty fast.
And I was trying to make another skip right there. Well done. We're in. It's time for Jahala. If you want to put cat gems anyway, it's a pretty good song, honestly.
Not bad. I personally prefer the Trials boss rematch music of Jahala. It's pretty good.
And honestly, the boss rematches are pretty good as far as music goes.
Oh, Butter! Butter!
Oh, no. Oh boy, oh boy. So close, so close.
Oh,
Woo.
Scared me.
We escaped. Not without pains, but we escaped. Advo still killing some little ghosties. I forgot that every enemy in this game has been named by the speedrunning communities.
Yeah.
I don't know all the names. I do not know all of them. because there's so many of them that start to follow. Also, Advo just finished things off with the ghost. The ghost is now more dead than before. And we get some cool music on Butter's side.
You don't get to see this cutscene very often, because usually you're not doing this the vanilla way.
Oh, yeah. And when you look at that, it's another piece of the cheese. We already knew about that one. We're still missing 2. And where are they going to be is the question. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're fine.
Nobody panic. We're good.
Yes, panic, because the... You know, the pot has not been open. The pot has not been open.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
although
he could climb out of this room.
Yeah.
It's something that we don't do often.
Wait a minute. This is another key. So I miscounted keys.
Can someone explain to me why did Butter grab the small key in the hand of Floor Master?
Oh,
I cannot.
I have no clue. I have no clue, to be honest.
I cannot.
We do have a spiky chest here, though.
Oh. Is it gonna be the thing? And Advo is going for the basement too.
That's a little high. I don't know if it's gonna reflect or not.
That is a little high.
We're kind of short.
Yeah, Link is not the tallest person in the building. Also, Medley just met with the wall there.
Whoa, that is some trippy command melody playing right there.
Oh boy.
Through the chest. It's kind of... I've never seen that. It's kind of weird.
That looked like some experimental... my god, music video from the 2000s. Hey, that's a shard! We were looking for
Cheese! My good friend Cheese.
Only looking for one more. Big key has been found. That's gonna be really good for Butterlord because he's gonna need to climb out of this room probably to go kill Jahala.
Yep.
Stalfos are here.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what Ava's doing. Oh. He's gonna save and gamble that the spiky chest he saw is in fact a Triforce shard and not a piece of... not a junk Tinkle statue.
Yeah, that seems to be the case right now.
That's a heads-up play for sure.
It might be Bino's mail too.
It could be, yeah. I mean, I think you definitely do that when you're out here.
And if it's not neither of them, he's just gonna save scum his way back to the dungeon.
Yep.
And as we mentioned, Butterlord now has to climb back up this room to make it to the boss.
Butter also skipped the big key chest, which he doesn't have all the keys, so that could be an item.
Oh god.
Oh
my god, he's gonna grab the ledge there?
Oh. This man is insane.
This is the most dangerous way that you could have done it, and I love it.
Yeah.
Right, time for Jahala. Again. Jahala. We're gonna do what the strategy guide says about you and send you straight to Jahala again. Valhalla, I mean. Jahala, Valhalla, same thing.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, Butter has done a lot of strategies that are a little insane, but when you pull them off, they're great.
Yeah, it's honestly exciting to watch just for that reason. Because oftentimes nobody will go for it because the strat's way too hard, and then Butter pulls it out like first try. It's pretty impressive.
Alright, is this chest the one?
I mean, I think it has to be, unless it's the big key, so...
Oh boy, oh boy.
No, not a fight there.
Oh,
going for
down.
the questionably shaped blocks strat.
Yep, just don't question it. And it's over for Jahala on Butter's side. Okay, is the spiky one gonna be the one? We open the chest, and it's... Say,
It's
piece of the Triforce!
Go,
It's
go,
gold
go.
mode! 4 Advocate at 124. Is Butterlord gonna go back in the dungeon to try to find something?
I don't think he does big key chests at this point.
No, at this point
You
I
left
would
the
be
basement.
very
You're going to go to Angular.
Yeah. Especially since for Butterlord, the Angular has 2 checks instead of 1 because he never went to check.
It looks like he's saving, so he might be able to soft reset.
Yeah, and Butter also still has Item C.
Yep. Also another respectable gamble there.
Yeah, it was a respectable gamble, but
Hope he commits to the gamble and doesn't do
right now, Advo is heading to Hyrule. So unless something major happens, we might have our winner. But let's see, because it's not over until it's over.
Yeah, Butter's not going to be too far behind. Probably like 2 minutes, so...
Yeah, it's not over until it's over. Butter's going to go check the Bino Mail. Makes a lot of sense. It's very, very fast to go check on this island. We don't know yet, Triforce Exploration. Never assume a runner's dead before it's actually done. We've seen some pretty bad PGs in the past.
Guilty.
Guilty too. Until there's a sword firmly launched into the head of a evil guy, the race is not over. And yes, that light pillar is something that was added for this season. Basically, if you have entered Forbidden Woods, one way or the other, this pillar appears and it teleports you back to the entrance of Forbidden Woods. It's a new one.
Yeah, it's a nice little time saver, especially if you're not a speedrunner like these two, and you don't know how to use the Cyclone to get in there, the unintended route. Normally you have to go all the way into Forest Haven, then go all the way up the Great Tree, and then leaf all the way over. So
it's just a convenience tweak, basically.
Yep.
It's kind of like the warp buttons between dungeons. Just something that makes it a little nicer for everyone to play.
Yeah. Still holding out for one for DRC, but I guess we'll see on that one.
Yep. Maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. You never know. And Advo now making it past the gate of the boss rematches. That's not hair.
It's going to be a bit more than 2 minutes. It's currently 3-minute difference right now. Probably 3:30.
But Butterlord is just going really fast on this island, at least. Very well done. Talking about very fast, goodbye, Phantom Ganon. Was nice knowing you for your 1 cameo today.
Yeah. Gets paid by the hour. He's not going to make very much today.
Yet never underestimate Ganondorf. Sometimes he pulls out the combo that you never see coming, and that combo does more than 3 hearts of damage. You gotta be careful with it.
You could also have Secret Agent Zelda shoot you with a light arrow.
Yep. You never know what will happen.
Backstabs you.
And Butterlord is now in Go Mode 2, about to warp to the Tower of the Gods.
So it's about a 4-minute difference. So yeah, I guess double dipping Angular was actually the play this seed.
Yeah, it looks like it, honestly. Alright, time to make it in the boss. Up again in 1. Missing the first shot. Wasn't too far off, though.
Oh, kind of got robbed on that one.
Super close. Oh, and on the feet for the stop shot, as I like to call it. There we go. That's 1 shot down on PG1. Gonna be waiting for that stop shot. Well done by Advo. That's number 2. Waiting for the stop shot again, and it will be done for phase 1.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Playing it
Barry
safe,
is breaking on Butter's
getting
side.
rid of phase 1. Phase 1 probably the hardest phase of Puppaganon, try to say. So.
Yeah, they're very, very strong PG1 last seed, but sometimes you just gotta wait for their stop shots.
Yeah, it's definitely the most reliable method. So.
Yeah, and basically there's something that a lot of new runners fall victims to, and it's overshooting on this phase, because if you overshoot, you don't even make it for the stop shots, the ones that are supposedly easy to hit.
Yeah.
And talking about making it easy, that's a double crypt shot.
Wow.
Oh,
very nicely done.
Redeeming that phase 1 straight away.
Yeah.
Going for that snipe a little too fast. And now getting the corner of the stone there. Switching to the kamikaze strat, as I like to call him. One shot down.
Come on, go for it. Yeah, he's going for it.
He's going for the ting. And getting it! The truck shot! That's another fun one, honestly.
It's fun to pull off. It's hype when you get it.
Butterlord making it past the Cerberus of the Sea, aka the 3 Miniblins.
Yep.
Gonna go get some arrows in this corner while waiting for the spawn of our friend Phantom Ganon. Meanwhile, Advo just passing up the rope, as I like to call him.
Yep.
Keeping it safe, not overdoing
impressive
it.
Upper body strength. You're like grabbing and then hoisting yourself up 6 inches at a time. Like crazy.
Every time he sees it, Newton is just more dead than before.
Yeah.
Right, are we gonna get the pug slide?
No
we
pog.
Are not.
I do miss Woofer's sands up the rope.
And we're gonna drink some soup before entering the final boss. It should be as simple as following the script now. Crypt is respected for now. Oh, spray in time Zelda there. Alright, the script is respected.
That is phase 2.
Oh, yeah. First shot on Butterlord's side.
2.
Second shot. Oh, Ganondorf has been stopped. And the sword is now in the forehead. Yeah. Advo has not only won this race, but the tournament.
GG's.
Yeah, the biggest GG's you can muster. After making it as seed number 5 after the qualifiers, your new grand champion is Advocate. And he's joining us, apparently. GG's, Advo.
GG's.
You're gonna make it. You just made it very easy to find the volunteers for tomorrow, because it won't be necessary anymore. But we had quite the race. We didn't know who was ahead until the very end. Also, GG's to you, Butterlord. It's not even over yet, but GG's anyway.
Yep.
Thanks.
GG's.
But that other temple was crazy. You guys changed leads quite a few times.
Yeah.
And we only really knew who was ahead the second that Advo got that last piece of the Triforce.
Yeah, the moment it left Earth Temple, I think, really decided it. Because you had gone to Angular before once and saw it was a spiky chest, so you dipped at a left side. I think that made the difference.
I was afraid because we had like 3 Tingle statues left.
I was hoping, but
I also was like, I'm only missing 1 item at this point, so even if it's nothing, I can soft reset back at least.
Yeah, the safe scumming strat, as I like to call it. It's always a good one for the end of the seed like that.
I wouldn't have done it if I had like 2 items left. and like gambled on Beta Mail also being something, even though Wind Temple was empty otherwise.
But yeah, that was quite an insane race. Butter, seriously, never stop going for the strats that seem unsafe. It's great.
It is. It's always a treat to watch.
Yeah.
And the spicy camel.
Like a half hour in, I was like, this is probably a lost race. Let's just have some fun with this.
Yep.
So where were my bombs?
Hide and seek.
Yeah,
well,
Captain Postman, which
yeah,
led
Postman
was on hide and seek. So.
Yep. Basically, you got Maggie's letter from the hide and seek, and then you got your bombs from Maggie's letter. But
feels good.
Seeing you doing like both dungeons without bombs, it's very Butterlord.
Yeah, unconventional routing.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's called routing moment, you know. But we love it. We love to see it. It was close anyway, which is pretty insane. And you're about to enter the final boss on our side, so let's see if you respected the script for one last time.
You take it. Oh, yep. I see it. I see the item. I see the thing.
Yeah, I do get the town flower too. I need something cool in my buttons. Or the exotic flower, sorry.
Good old exotic flower. Maybe if you pull it out, Ganondorf will stop being evil. You know?
You should have thrown it away, to be honest. It's a
True.
piece of junk at this point.
That would have been pretty cool, honestly.
You pull out the bait bag, just throw bait on the floor, and hope it goes for it.
Oh, that's what I should have done. Foolish.
We can't do selfies with Ganon in this one because there's no selfie cam on the original Wind Waker, sadly.
Yeah, tragically.
Oh, what? That arrow went
Oh
just
my
straight through
God.
the shield. Kind of
Wow.
scam.
Yeah, feel scams, man.
Yo,
And he
let's
took
go.
a picture, but more importantly, he finished the seed.
The picture was necessary.
Yeah, it was. I agree.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah.
No heroes
Very-
charms for us though.
Yeah. We'll never know where it was.
finals.
Yeah. So with Tanjo, both races had a hero's charm.
Yeah.
That's sad. It's sad to not see it today, I mean.
Yep.
But we did see something really interesting. I mean, I rolled both a vanilla light arrow seed today and a vanilla Trevor seed today.
Yeah.
True. I was reading the hints like the first raid. I was like, this is this kind of grand finals then. Want to make it exciting.
I mean, it was exciting too. Honestly, you guys made it really exciting near the end.
Yeah.
The first raid was actually crazy.
Yeah, it's insane to think that this is the end of something that was quite long. The tournament is now over.
Yeah, we only have SGL left like next week with these settings, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly, all things considered, I don't know. I personally enjoyed the settings. I don't know about
I
you
really
two
like
runners.
them. I really like S5.
S5 is pretty fun,
Definitely.
honestly.
I definitely prefer it a lot more than Season 4. Like, Hidden offers so much things you can do, and even like that gamble right at the end of leaving ET, that's not something you would ever do in Season 4.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, but
CTMC
you know what
just
you would
adds
do
so
in Season
much.
4? You know what you would do in Season 4? Try to kill a submarine with the pots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't miss that.
Focally a lot of seeds.
Yeah. That
It
too.
happened. But near the beginning of this tournament, we forfeited a lot of seeds because lots of people mistracked, misspeaked. But we got
Yeah, I
better
feel
as it went along, and it became less of a problem. But yeah, it's been a really interesting season. I can't wait to see what the next one is gonna bring. But yeah, we had a lot of fun today. Two great runners just showing off everything they could. It wasn't the closest grand finals, but it still was really fun to watch.
I definitely got kind of lucky today. especially in the first race. I was like in Tot G, got Fire and Ice, and I was like still missing 2 shards. And then my thought process was, okay, the chance of finding both items in here is very low. So I just kind of, and I expect there's something in Wind Temple. So I just left it like the convenient overworld stuff with that like Ice Ring, hoping I would actually get like 1 shard, and then it's like just 1 shard in unhinted Baron, like an unhinted. Wind Temple wasn't hinted Baron, so I was like thinking it was probably something that was like more likely.
Yeah.
And then I just got everything in there.
It was pretty amazing to see, honestly. Talking about amazing to see, pretty sure we're on the interview screen for ZSR, but thanks to Butterlord, I get to see the outro of this game for once.
Always will.
It's pretty well animated, honestly. You gotta love it. I love the fact that
good music.
Yeah, it's good music, honestly, and it's kind of jarring to see Link be back instead of Mart.
Yep. Link didn't do any of this. He just showed up at the end.
He's the guy you
Gets
do
the
like
recognition.
group projects with, and he never did anything of the work, but on the presentation day he's just there and being awesome. And you're just like, you didn't write any of this.
Marth didn't make it out.
Oh boy.
Rip.
Died a hero.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe that this happens to be the end of the tournament. It's been going on for a while. It's been pretty wild, honestly. Advo had that winner's bracket lead today, won both in a row, and that was enough. So there's gonna be more Wind Waker action soon, I'm pretty sure, because there is the random settings league going on.
Tomorrow, in fact. Yep.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Exciting.
Stay tuned for that. Big Gold
fun.
Clover versus Jasnix.
Oh boy.
I can actually race tomorrow as well then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. There's also the gaming live tournament. That's gonna be going on soon. So lots of Wind Waker action. It's not gonna be quite dead, like between seasons usually for us.
Keep your ears to the ground. I'm sure you'll see more Wind Waker.
Yeah, good old Wind Waker. But yeah, thank you both for running today, Advo, Butterlord. That was very, very fun to watch. I learned a lot of things today.
Yeah, there were a lot of interesting strats.
Sure, most of them came from Butterlord.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Most of them did come from Butterlord.
Well, I can contribute.
Didn't really do anything too exciting. I guess my routing was like paid off pretty well.
Yeah, but honestly, it kind of got me back to like previous seasons, because lots of times we got matchups near the end that were like exciting routing against good old reliable, you know?
The tortoise and the hare.
And surprisingly, old reliable wins pretty often.
Which is unfortunate in my eyes, but it is what it is.
Dude, usually I'm very much the person who's playing old reliable.
Oh yeah.
But then sometimes, especially with like having the 1 game lead already by coming from winner's side, you think like, yeah, I can do some more interesting things.
Yeah,
it does give you like that feeling of liberty, you know, that you could mess up once, you know.
Yeah, I also feel like I had like 1 seed recently where like it was the most insane like routing I've ever had. It actually felt like cheating, and I feel like this unlocked something in my brain. I have like it's always like you have like a line of where runners fall, and on the right side you have like Elijah, who is like, he calculates everything, and he goes for the most like statistically correct play. And on the other side you have like, I don't know, I guess like Butterlord, who skips hide and seek sometimes just because like, why not?
Yeah.
And I was like very much on the Elijah side, and I'm itching to the other one.
It joined the dark side. That's all I have to say.
The old dark side.
Gamble, hop across. Gamble, Fire Mountain.
Here's the fun part. about the dark side. You can kind of do whatever you feel like doing.
Yep.
But yeah, that was quite the tournament. It started, I don't remember exactly when. It was during the summer. I remember I had like my vacations.
May, I think. It was like May.
Early July or early June, I think.
Yeah, I think it was in June. I'm pretty sure, the qualifiers. It was during my vacations, so. But yeah, we saw a lot of good Wind Waker action on both tournaments. Honestly, we saw really good runners rise up in Challenge Cup. Some more really good runners make it all the way. I mean, Butterlord started not too soon before the tournament, and he made it to grand finals.
I think he played that.
Yeah.
You did play last year. Yeah. You're not as active, but like still.
Yeah. But I mean, he popped off during the qualifiers, is what I meant.
Yeah, that's true. On the other side, we have like Jaznix, who won Challenge Cup today, who's also like,
oh yeah,
just did like, I guess like the same thing I did last year with like coming short of top 24 in qualifiers, and then you're like top runner in grand finals.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we had two really great tournaments. The Challenge Cup is always a riot. I've been doing it like for the two last tournaments, and it's always great to see the new runners just rise up and just destroy me. It's great. Love it. And I'm not even lying on that.
You did win the only race in like the Challenge Cup bracket versus Jazz.
Yeah, I was insanely lucky, but I did. If I recall, it was a race where I thought I was in perfect go mode, didn't realize I was still missing a small key for Taji, and got it on the way. But yeah, this was a great tournament, and I think that's gonna be it for us today. Just gonna shout out to both of our runners, Advo, Butterlord. Thank you for the great entertainment today. Shout outs to our tracker, this is Triforce Exploration and Randomize Studios. Randomite, thank you for pulling out the ints while we were still waiting for it.
Like I was like, Randomite, hey, can you pull these like 3 minutes before? Like, sure, no problem. So,
and thank you, Alex, for commentating this with me.
Appreciate it. Always a joy to be with you.
Thank you to both of the commentators for the race earlier, KitKat and Ladamfi. They did a great job too. And that's gonna be it for us, I'm pretty sure. And iBot is probably gonna spawn soon.
Yeah. So they already mentioned the Wind Waker Randomizer random settings tournament match that's going to be restreamed tomorrow at 9 AM Eastern or 3 PM Central European Time. Keep an eye on our schedule for other stuff as well, and we're going to be raiding over to ZSR 3 with the Skyward Scout Randomizer weekly race. So stick around if that's something that interests you, and with that, thank you all for watching.